Hello and welcome everybody to the team recap for the NCP Grand Slam tournament. Just a tournament, guys. Just a tournament, guys. Don't worry too much about it just yet. We're not there yet. But yeah, you can see on the screen already the first pick. I'm just gonna go small introduction. I don't have a picture for the first slide before the Mew. I forgot to make that, but that's okay. We got invited to Grand. We got invited to Grand Slam tournament with a lot of amazing coaches and a lot of amazing players in there. There were 4 draft pools. Everyone had the chance to pick something good. There weren't too many players in each draft pool, so you basically got what you wanted for the most part. I got first pick in our pool. That's why we have the Mew here, because Mew is apparently one of the best mods in the 8 draft tournament single elimination thingy. I don't know. I never played that, but I can think why Mew would be that good, because it's that versatile. But we're gonna look into that later on. Um, there are amazing people in here. I'm super hyped to be here. And yeah, let's get started. First pick, like I think in 3 out of the 4 pools, Mew was the first pick. So I was like, okay, I think I should get Mew as well. I know how to use it. I have some pretty spicy sets, as you saw from videos from me. You probably watched already, or not. And if you don't, please check them out. They are amazing. I'm really creative with this mod. I promise you. Please. The fact that Mew gives you a lot. Mew gives you hazards if you wanted to. Mew gives you solid attacks. Mew gives you setup Pokemon. Mew gives you a good defense Pokemon. Like, the ability to learn nearly every move in the game makes it so unpredictable for your opponent. So your opponent basically needs to commit like 2 or 3 mons just to beat this thing. And this gives me a really good chance to just catch them off guard with a set they do not expect and hopefully win. Since this is single eliminations, we're not allowed to do any mistakes, obviously. This turns out to be really hard because there are some people that do not make mistakes, and I shouldn't make mistakes then either, but you know how the deal rolls sometimes. Sometimes I make mistakes. So, how long we're gonna stay? I don't know. We're gonna find out in the next couple of weeks, I guess. Or maybe just this week. Maybe I'm out already. Because I recorded this after my first match. And I'm gonna upload both today. Because I totally missed that I need to do this. Or wanted to do this. Fun. So yeah, Mew. It's basically straightforward. Not really, but you know what I mean. It gives you a lot of chance to do, it gives you a lot of things to do, and with a good coach using it, it can be a dimensional weapon that people do not want to see coming. People do not really break correctly, and if I pull that out, amazing. Sorry, I'm back. I had something in my throat, but it's good now. Um, with me being the first pick, a lot of other picks went, and I really wanted to get that mon. I got the next, being the CORVIKNIGHT, since CORVIKNIGHT is an amazing mon. It gives you so much. Breaking it in the 8 mon format is pretty good, hard to do, in my opinion, because not everyone will have 2 amazing types to break this thing. Most like, well, everyone has a fire and a electric type, to be honest. Yeah, I know that, but breaking this thing needs a lot of commitment to do. And with the other teams, part of my team, it really gets hard. CORVIKNIGHT gives me a lot. It gives me setup, it gives me momentum, it gives me the hazard removal, it gives me just straight up bulk. It gives me one of my favorite abilities in the game, being pressure. I can stall people now, which is amazing. But it wouldn't be me if you weren't expecting that already. Um, what else do we get? We got Steel type, starting off the Fairy Dragon Steel Core, and I started loving CORVIKNIGHT. When I first saw it, I was like, no, not a Skarmory's clone. That's not gonna be good. And then it turned out to be way better than Skarmory, and it's dominated the meta ever since. And it's one of those mods you don't want to see in your Oyo letters or in your upon draft prep, because if you don't have a good way to deal with it and it starts to set up on you, or just be annoying and stalls you out of PP, you do not have a fun time, let me tell you that. But yeah, that's CORVIKNIGHT, our second overall pick. We had a wheel pick here, and I kind of knew the situation. I could have picked up another mon that I really wanted here. I could have also picked up one of the higher tier mons, but your boy decided to go with his once only, the fucking QUAGSIRE. Sometimes you just gotta do what you're gonna do, man. What should I tell you? I love QUAGSIRE. It's on every of my teams ever since. Not really ever since. There are some teams that are missing, but it had to be here. A tournament without a QUAGSIRE. What would that be? And picking up round 3 might not be the best thing, might not be the smartest idea, but I've done worse. I picked it up round 1, but you're not gonna see that just yet, because that's for UPA? UPBA? Yeah. Which you don't know about just yet, so psst, quiet. Yeah, we have a QUAGSIRE. Gives me electric immunity, gives me our Mon, gives me everything I ever wanted, because this thing is so amazing to use. It's just so much fun. Having QUAGSIRE in team makes your opponent think. And they do not want to think, they want to click buttons. If you force them to think, they are in bad situations most of the time. Not here, but often. And yeah, with a QUAGSIRE on my team, it's amazing. Gives me checks to CORVIKNIGHT's weaknesses. CORVIKNIGHT checks its weaknesses. They just work really well with each other. And I have a way to deal with setup threats now. As long as they're not Hexerus, because that is a mold breaker, and you don't want to be in front of a mold breaker Hexerus or this thing, let me tell you that. It's not a good situation. Yeah. But it continued. There were another 16 picks between me, QUAGSIRE and the next pick, and it came to me, and I wanted a Dragon type Pokemon, and I always think there's like this really amazing synergy with those two mons, CORVIKNIGHT and the next pick being QUREM, that I had to pick it up here. It gives me another Pressure Mon, I know. It gives me a Freeze Dry Abuser, potentially the best Freeze Dry Abuser besides QUREM White, but yeah, this is not Uber, so we're not having that. And it's just an overall super amazing mon. It has great bulk, it has great offensive power, it has Dragon Dance, which comes in clutch actually sometimes, and the ability to have Freeze Ray, one of the most spammable move, and have coverage for the mons who wants to check it. It's just like so good. I love this mon. And together with CORVIKNIGHT, those two really start building up on the amazing Fairy Dragon Steel Core, which spoilers I'm not able to finish because I'm not that good when it comes to drafting sometimes, but you know that already, I think. Yeah, this doesn't stop me from doing any shenanigans I want to do. And yeah, I now looked at my team and was like, okay, I have some good defensive mons, I have some setup mons, I have some good special attackers, but I'm really looking some physical firepower. So I looked through all that, and what caught my eye was this beautiful mon, TERRAKION. I know we're going really top heavy here, with like 4 mons of the nearly highest category, but that's totally okay. It only fucks us up a bit later, but that's okay. We have QUAGSIRE that kind of balances it out already, you know. So yeah, we have the Terrakion, one of the I'm gonna click a button mons, cause let's be real, what wants to take a bandit? We are not a big team, Lucas. What wants to take a bandit close combat? Psychic types, and maybe ghost types, but not all flying types like those. Not all mons like getting this, and if I'm afraid of something like that coming in, I'm just gonna click Stone Edge, which is another button this thing can click. Um, yeah, it really works well with QUREM, because QUREM is kind of afraid of those steel types, and this thing does not care about steel types really. I mean, it has a rock typing, which makes it super weak against them, yes, but in the long run, steel types do not hurt me that bad with QUAGSIRE and CORVIKNIGHT, backing those two off. Yeah, so we have this thing. It's gonna be an amazing one. I really look forward to using it. I never used it before, and I really wanted to use it before. So yeah, here we go. Um, this was the wheel pick. There were another 16 picks, and you know those typical mons that get drafted during a draft, like a Draco Wish, which I don't think was allowed, Dragapult, which also wasn't allowed, and Urshifu's, which both weren't allowed, I think. I might be wrong, but Spectre was allowed. And I did not have a ghost type answer, and my team was not really weak to ghost types, but didn't appreciate them to this point. So I thought like, okay, what would be a good ghost type to pick up here? Normal type. And I decided to go with my man SNORLAX. It gives me also a good special defensive wall, which I was kinda lacking. I am still lacking, because SNORLAX is my only real way out to special offensive threats, besides maybe the CORVIKNIGHT. But yeah, This also helps me with dealing with fire types, which Corviknight would not really appreciate, and gives me just some more bulk to round my team up, and clicks buttons. I love running this thing as an Assault West variant because it's just so amazing to use. You have really good spreads on, you have really good possibilities on spreading this thing. Like you don't need to run max HP since its base HP set is like at 140 or 160, something like that. So you can invest mostly into either the defenses of hands of stats. You can also do speed for whatever reason you want that, and you can do a lot with this thing. Curse stats aren't that good anymore, I think, because most teams do have steals and ghosts now, and you really do not want to face off against one of those, and most likely you run for move syndrome with that. But simply an Assault West on this thing with 4 attacks will make people suffer, I can tell you that. Because if they don't predict the right movesets, this is a Gem 1-1. It has a wide coverage of moves, and if they miss that, or mispredict one of the moves, they are in danger, let me tell you that. I saw that a couple of times before where SNORLAX just slapped people left and right and they couldn't do anything about it. Yeah. Um, the last 2 months, you see we're really top heavy. We don't have much points. I think we had like 7 points at that point. And I wanted I wanted an electric type, and I told Jalen to pick up something for me. I don't remember what it was, but it was late and I wanted to go to sleep. I think it was regular Lucky actually, but regular Lucky got taken, which is always interesting because normally no one is that retarded besides me. And yeah, we moved on. We got a Jolteon. Jalen kindly drafted that for us. He adjusted my team on the go because I was asleep, and yeah, I had to get something there, I guess. And Jolteon really gives me some speed here, which my team was kind of lacking. Because it's really fat, really bulky, but we don't have much speed, with Mew being the fastest and now this thing. And yeah, it's World of Summon, it has wish possibilities, it can be reused as Cleric somewhat. And I think, even though I don't like it that much, I think it can really work here, since it kinda helps me. But we're gonna see about that later on. Maybe. If I ever bring it. If not, you know the deal. And my last point was I had a small miscommunication with Jalen sadly. Because I gave him the picks I wanted and I gave him, I think, Snorlax and Regieleki for my mons when I actually wanted him to draft Wizingala and fucking Double, but that did not end up happening because I was tired and I gave him the completely wrong mons, which is all my fault, none of Jalen's fault. But that's all good since Snorlax is way better for this team anyway. And Wizzing got taken anyway, I think. Yeah, I think I would have concept anyway, so he would have just anyway. How much did I say anyway just in this one sentence? I think like 8 or 9 times. Holy fuck. Okay. Um, yeah. What we ended up drafting for fairy type is the glorious MR.MIME. I mean, it's not like his cooler Gala brother, which gets rapid spin. This just sucks balls. Yeah. And that's basically all I'm gonna say about this thing, because it might be a fairy type. No. Just no. That was a mistake. But it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the squad. We're facing off round against TD0 in round 1, which will be coming up later today, so you can watch both videos at the same straight up behind each other. I'm gonna upload this right now. I'm gonna do a thumbnail real quick, and then the game with TD0 will come up tonight when I come back home, because I'm gonna leave in a bit, drive my mom away, visit a friend, and I'm probably gonna come back and do the next video, and you can enjoy that. Breaking the fourth wall here a bit, I know, but I don't care. And I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you're as hyped as I am for this season, and I will try to get a placement with all the coaches down below, but I don't know if there is one or if I actually do that. I should do that. I really should. Yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you have an amazing day, and see you guys next time.